0.5. And so then they tell me, well, it's because I have a bunk in my truck. I'm like, a bunk? How's that my problem? You guys assigned me this truck.
Fucking bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
Remember I did a video about Hurricane and Prime and stuff like that? So this is a Prime video. I'll do more episodes of this stuff. Anyway, this dude posted on their Facebook group, don't turn down loads or Prime will route you to Springfield to talk about it and say you abandoned a load. And then what I heard too is when you turn down loads, they fire you. And how that goes is this. They tell you, hey, you know what? Your truck needs going for maintenance. So you take it over there to Springfield. They tell the mechanic, hey, take that truck. So when the truck goes in, the mechanic says, hey, man, I got to do this and I got to do that. You got to step out the truck so I can do this and I got to do that. The dude steps out and whatever happens, they seize the truck. Dude loses the truck and loses his job. It is getting crazy right now at Prime. I know some of you guys saying, SoCal, it ain't like that with me when I'm over here at Prime. Look, it's like rust with metal. You guys ever watch rust with metal? Rust, when it hits metal, it ain't the whole sheet of metal right away. The way rust works, it's a little piece at a time, a little piece at a time, a little piece at a time, a little piece at a time. And that's how this is coming along. I hope you take heed of this message. Anyway, is this a real post? Let me show you who posted it. Anyway, thank you, Ray. And Ray is no longer with Prime. Crazy, right? Check out this one. So believe it or not, and I'm going to show you the whole thing. This is their tanker division. There's the trip number. Now, look at the settlement. So this is no joke, guys. I'm going to show you the other page. This load is 1,000 miles. This lease operator had an opportunity to haul this load for 1,000 miles for $82.72. No joke, guys. It's dead serious. So, for some reason, on the line haul, they took out $201.66. Now, on $1,000 with the fuel surcharge, they're only going to pay $284.38 on 1,000 miles. That's 500 deadhead and 500 loaded. Let's say $285. That's cheap as heck as it is. And then they want to take $201.66 out of it. So it leaves you running 1,000 miles for $82.72. You can't even buy the fuel for the 1,000 miles. See, I show you guys this stuff, and you think I'm making this up, or you think it can't be happening. This is off their website. This is off their stuff. This is off a cell phone where the dude was dispatched and everything else. And I'm gonna show you what he tells these people, man. You know, but this is real stuff. This is Prime, people. This is Prime sticker. SoCal, I don't know about reefer and dry van. I'm gonna go do the tanker division. This is the real Prime tanker division. Right here. Please put in the comments what you think about this. How can they expect? I mean, you guys want to worry about AB5 and worry about this and worry about that. These dudes got lease truck payments, paying all these bills, and now they don't even get the money for the load. Do me a favor. Put in the comments. If you disagree with doing 1,000 miles for $82, put a 1 in the chat if you disagree. Put a 1 in the chat. I better see some ones. I better see at least 100 ones with this. If you'll run it 1,000 miles for $82, put a 2 in the chat. Like, this is serious. Now, here's the rest of the message. I just want to just blow that up and show that up to you. Here, it's right here. Any takers want this load for Monday? It's a hard pass for me. You know, that's crazy. How in the hell is that a hard pass? And on top of that, this load you got to sit all weekend. He says, ain't waiting all weekend for $82. Rather go home. Not only do you got to drive the 1,000 miles, you got to wait all weekend. So this is a real post. I'm going to show you the rest of his post right now. There's the top portion of it. Let me see the rest of it. I broke it down so I could blow it up so you guys can read it. It's right here. This is the load, people. This is the load. It says to location 01, 464 miles. Right at the top. You guys see that? Midway. So that's how many miles he's going to burn to get the location. And then the name is Standard Fertilizer. So I guess they put fertilizer in the tanker. I don't know. But here is all the details. And then look at miles to location 90 is 500 miles. 500 miles. Now, SoCal, that's not the load. Look in blue. Look at the load number in blue. 1776094. Don't trip. I'm showing it back. Here it is. 1776094. Same load, people. $82. This is a tanker. $82 load that Prime is offering. Name is his Future Fuel Chemical. It's crazy, people. Crazy. This is not a made-up situation. This is a real deal situation, people. This is it right here. How can these people think they're going to make these lease payments on these trucks and pay all these bills if they keep stealing all the... Let me not say stealing because, you know, this is YouTube. Mismanaging the load money or taking money from these loads and leaving nothing for the lease operator. You guys see this, right? I'm going to start doing Prime episodes. I don't know what I'm going to title this yet, but whatever it is, there's going to be episodes by episodes. Because let me tell you something else. I'm inside of their Prime situation, and I'm reading all this. Prime people are giving me this information. If you work for Prime and you see some stuff like this, email it to me. But look at this craziness right here. $82, people. He's got a deadhead, 464 miles deadhead. And then 500 miles is the load for $82. As a lease driver, paying a high-ass lease payment in the tanker division. This is crazy shit. They try to get rid of this old schools. Why? Look at this picture right here. They want new school. Look at that truck. They want to get rid of everybody and have brand spanking new people with new licenses so their cost is cheaper. And here this guy is driving this truck and the landing gear's down. It says Prime. It's a Prime truck. Let me blow it up. The landing gear's down. He's making his turn. He's driving. The landing gear's down. So they rather pay extra money on fixing their equipment than pay you guys a decent rate to haul their loads. At the end of this video, I interviewed a company driver at Prime. At first, he was underneath a small fleet that was under Prime, and then he went and got a job as a company driver through Prime. He wanted a lease through Prime, but after the craziness he had to go through and how much they're taking money from him, he decided he don't want to lease no more. He don't want to even do the lease. But here's the interview of a real person, and this is what's going on Prime. This is a shit show, people. It's a shit show. Anyway, here it goes. Elijah, so hang on really quick. So I'm going to interview Elijah. So do you currently work at Prime?
I do.
Okay. Are you a lease driver or company driver?
I'm working under an owner operator.
So you're a company. You're like a company driver. So how long you been with Prime?
3 years.
And Marco, how long you been with Prime?
I was there like 7-8 years.
You gotta speak up.
7-8 years.
Okay. Now, Elijah, so tell me your story. What happened?
So I was working under an owner operator, but then he left the company. So then I decided to go like as a regular company driver. And so they assigned me my own truck, and then I asked them, so how much is the pay? And they say, oh, it's going to be based on your experience and miles. So I'm like, all right, I've been here like nearly 3 years. It should be like at least 55 cents. They tell me 51.5 cents. And I'm like, 0.5? Well, like, this is IGN game views. Why is it 0.5? And so then they tell me, well, it's because I have a bunk in my truck. I'm like, a bunk? How's that my problem? You guys assigned me this truck. And they're like, well, it's on our website that if you have a bunk in your truck, that's going to be a 5-cent reduction. And I'm like, if I've been here for almost 3 years, why the hell would I even look on the website? I called you to get a truck. I didn't call the website for anything. So I'm driving. So then months later, I'm driving this truck. It breaks down. It needs a new DPF filter. So I'm like, okay, well, this is a multi-billion-dollar company. They should be able to afford to book me a hotel down the street from the TA station. Mm-hmm. They tell me that, oh, you'll have to pay for it, and then we will reimburse you. I tell them my credit cards are maxed out, and I currently don't have my debit card because it's elsewhere or whatever. And then they're just like, well, we can give you a cash advance. And I'm like, well, okay, will I have to pay that back? And they said, oh, well, there'll be a reflection on your paycheck. So I'm like, so I'm getting a cash advance I'm getting a cash advance, and then you got to take the money out for a vehicle that belongs to you that's broken. I'm like, what sense does that make? Like, you guys seriously just can't book me a hotel. And they're like, no, we can't. And so I wait my week. The truck is fixed. But then, like, the warning light or whatever doesn't want to go out. So then I have to go to the dealership. I get to the dealership. They're like, oh, it's going to be another 3 days. You might want to get yourself a hotel. At this point, my credit has gone down like 95 points. Because I have overutilized or whatever.
Yeah, overextended your credit cards.
Yeah, so then I go over to the Prime yard there in Illinois, and they're like, okay, we can get you the next day to fix it. But here comes the next day. My dispatcher is like, well, you know, if the truck can't get fixed today, then you have to get yourself a rental car and drive yourself to Missouri if you want to go lease. And I was like, I just can't stay in this truck until it gets fixed. He says, well, there's not going to be any more breakdown pay. So I'm like, so you want me to pay for my own? So you pay me 51.5.
Hang on one second, bro. Hang on, we got people. Hang on. We got people playing music. All right, go ahead, bro. The music's gone.
All right. So I'm like, you pay me 51.5 cents a mile, and you want me to pay for my own rental car because your truck is not working, and then you don't want to pay me for breakdown pay. And then he says, well, then he tries calling me. I just hang up the phone on him because I was like, I'm not going to speak to you because I'm just going to, it won't go well for him. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, how come these people can't pay? And breakdown pay is only $75 a day. I could be making more of that if I drive.
Damn.
And I'm like, you guys are already underpaying me. And then you're underpaying me when your shit breaks. And then you want me to pay for shit because your equipment broke. I'm like, what is this company? Like, this is not a mom and pops. This is Prime Trucking. They got 3,000 trucks underneath their name. They got all these owner operators under them. They got all these new idiots trying to get a CDL from under them. But they can't pay for a freaking hotel and $75 for the extra days to get the truck fixed. Pathetic.
Yeah, there's a lot of changing with these companies, man, because they're trying to survive. And I told people, man, Prime is not doing good.
No, they're not. Like people, on Facebook, they had a owner operator complaining that they've been there for 2 days and couldn't get any freight out of Springfield, where Prime is located at. 2 days he was waiting for a freight, but they have all these trailers there. Like they have too many trailers at the yard. So like, are they running out of contracts, or are they hiring too many people? They're fucking up somewhere.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but I'm gonna let you know something right now, bro. Don't go lease. Me and Marco were reading stuff, bro. It's all bad.
Oh yeah.
It's all bad. Don't do that to yourself. You think you're overextended now.
No, like I was about to go lease, but then I was like, if they're gonna fuck me over, and I'm just a company driver, an underling, a little goblin gets running around trying to get a dime, how much are they gonna fuck me over when I try to upgrade and get my own truck? And I was like, I don't trust this place. Like it wouldn't be a good business idea to do that.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.